Fresh haircut, fresh video. Can you believe it's been 2 whole months already? I can't believe the time's flying by. Hey, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Susan, and this is my video diary of losing weight in a safe, sane, and sustainable way. I've been trying to lose weight for a long time, my whole adult life, and had some success, losing upwards to 42 pounds, but I've never been able to keep it off. So I'm changing things around this time. And this is just my personal experience. I'm not a doctor or nutritionist or a fitness coach, nor am I a substitute for one. So before I get into the details of how the past week went and my plan moving forward into month number 3, I want to talk about the one thing that I gave up that helped set me up for success this time. And that one thing is I took the pressure off myself to lose all of the weight in a certain time frame. Did you ever do any of that crazy weight loss math and set unreasonable goals like losing 2, 3, 5 pounds in a week for the next 6 months? Like say to yourself, I'm going to lose 50 pounds in 3 months because so-and-so lost it on YouTube. As we're watching YouTube, I've certainly watched my share of videos like that and actually put that in the search, how to lose 80 pounds in 6 months, 50 pounds in 3 months. And then I try and calculate the number of calories I had to restrict and how much exercise I would need to do to burn off an extra 500, 1,000 calories a day. And the only thing I can think of is, like, as Dr. Phil would say, well, how's that working for you? Now, I'm not saying that you can't lose it that fast. I'm saying that I couldn't. I didn't have the long-term discipline and consistency it takes to do it. And that's been my problem all along. You know, I could work really hard for a couple weeks at a time, even up to 3, 4 months. But then I would always fizzle out because, I would do too much, cut out too much, exercise too much, and it just wasn't sustainable long term. So I've never made it to my goal weight and then learned how to maintain it. I made all kinds of pacts with myself, set goals, vision boards, had stuff plastered all over my walls, spreadsheets, and I promised myself no sugar, no junk food, no this, no that. And like I said, I would just, I'd burn out. It was completely unsustainable. So no more. I'm not putting a time frame on losing the 80 plus pounds I want to lose right now. If it takes me 2 years to do that, so be it. So right now I'm learning how to eat and how to work in treats and dinners out and holidays without going off the rails completely, so that I can maintain the weight I do lose long term. So some weeks I've been losing 2 pounds, some weeks I lose 0.1. I know one week I went up. And, as everybody knows, weight loss isn't linear. You don't keep losing a consistent 1, 2, 3 pounds a week. At least I don't. But I am being consistent with tracking my food, even when I go over my points or calories. And right now I am using Weight Watchers Digital. So they do have a points plan. Instead of calories, foods are assigned to points. And there's foods that are considered 0 points, not 0 calories. But they're the kind of foods they want you to build your plate around, which is what I'm doing. Proteins and vegetables, fruits, things you don't normally overeat. They've even added in potatoes and oats. They have non-fat dairy. I don't eat non-fat dairy. I don't like it. I need a little fat. So, of course, that's points. Like, for instance, this past Sunday, I went way over my points budget. But I am getting in my 8,000 plus steps and more days. I'm over 10,000, so I'm definitely moving more. I'm still focusing on the whole foods and getting in 3 to 4 sessions of resistance training a week. So I am keeping my word to myself and building new habits. So here's what Sunday looked like. And I'm going to put a little photo up there of my Weight Watchers points. I took mom out for Mother's Day brunch, and we had mimosas and pancakes with butter and syrup and sausage and cheese grits, eggs. And then later on, I bought this really cute little cake for later in the evening. And so my total points for the day was 84 points. Now, my normal points value is 23 points a day, and then you get these weekly points. You can also get activity points. So, yeah, 84 points worth of food that day. And so I added in, used up weeklies, I used activity points. And my calories for that day, because I do still look at calories, and the Weight Watchers app now shows your calories and macros, which is great. But I ate over 2,100 calories that day. So now there was a time when I absolutely would not track on a day like that because I didn't want to see those numbers. I felt bad. I felt like I failed and let myself down. I didn't want to face it, so I wouldn't log any food for the day. And it usually spiraled into several days of overeating. But this time it is about honesty and transparency and no shame or guilt. So I enjoyed myself, and the very next meal, which was dinner that day, I got right back to business, and I made a big salad with air-fried chicken breasts and a good quantity of it. Filled it up with veggies and feta cheese and put dressing on it, so it was a normal dinner. I didn't try to not eat for the rest of the day or just have some little vegetables. No, I ate a real meal. I got back on the program the very next meal. And the next day I ate normal, and the day after that, and the day after that. Holidays are going to happen. Higher calorie days are going to happen. Cake is going to happen. And I had to laugh because it was a small, one of those little mini cakes. And the package said serves 8, and there's 3 of us I feed in this house, and we just all laughed. So I cut the cake in 4 so mom can have 2 pieces. And it was actually a double slice, which was, I think it came out to just under 700 calories for the slice of cake I ate. So it was a hefty day, but you know what? I enjoyed myself. It's worth it. And this is life. It's going to happen. So I want to be able to maintain my weight loss long term. So I have to normalize days like this and stop all of the all or nothing mentality that I've had. Like I'm on my program or I'm off my program. No more all or nothing. No more saying I'm being good or I'm being bad. I'm not good or bad. I'm making a choice in the moment, and sometimes I'm going to make better choices than others. So I'm just making sure that I have more days on point than I do off. And over time, that's going to, I think, work out much better. I'm thinking out loud here. Yeah. 2 months down, but I'm feeling really good right now about the progress. So how did my weight go for the week? Well, I'm down 1.6 pounds, and I stayed on target with my step count, my food tracking, and my resistance training. And in the 9 weeks since starting to film these videos, I've lost 12.4 pounds. So that is 1.37 pounds a week on average. So I am right on target, and I'm moving in the right direction. And the changes I've made feel more normal and are becoming just how I live. So are there any changes now that I'm moving into month 3? I want to bump up my protein and get 125 grams a day more consistently. Most days I get between 90 to 110 grams just naturally the way I'm eating, but I do really want to pump that up And I'm doing a little bit more over time, so just 125 grams. So it's not a huge task to get up to that number. So that's month 3. And everything else I'm keeping the same, the steps, the tracking, the way I arrange my plate, and the resistance training. So the only change, the only addition is a little bit more protein, and it's not a big deal. So that's how I'm doing this. Small changes each month, building on one new habit at a time. So until next week, if you are enjoying this content and would like to see more, please subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell. And please feel free to say hi and post a win or struggle in the comments section. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.